Hi buddies! I am coming to you today from my little urban jungle. I don't know about you, but the time change here in the States gets me every time. I feel like the light is gradually fading as it gets closer to winter, and then we have the time change and suddenly it's pitch black at like 4:30 p.m. and I get super grumpy. But this year, having all of my beautiful houseplants here in my little happy houseplant house is making me feel way better. So I thought for today's video, if I had to be inside and if it's gotta be cold outside, then I'm gonna come and sit with my happy plants. So I hope they also bring you a little bit of happiness today. I've been sick for several weeks, feeling absolutely terrible, and I've had a really bad cough. So if I'm a little extra gravelly today, that is why. I'm going to try not to cough at you. But we're just gonna do it because the rest of my year, as crazy as that sounds, all of November and December are absolutely nuts. So before all of that takes off, I'm just going to sit down and open mail and do this thing because I miss doing this and I miss you and I want to make a video for you. But before I do that, I wanted to talk to you for a quick moment. I have been talking about this on social media and I've sent some emails and I've been talking about it a bunch, but if you have somehow missed out, I wrote a book. Oh my goodness, it's like the craziest thing. So last summer of 2018, I started writing a book, and after over 15 months of writing, editing, designing, agonizing over exactly what I wanted it to be, my book is ready for pre-order, which is so crazy. The official launch date is January 11th of 2020. That is my birthday. I decided this year for my birthday, I wanted to have a book release party because it's my birthday and I can release a book if I want to. I am so excited. The name of the book is The Year I Became Snail Mail Superstar. It includes a ton of stories about what I've learned from being on YouTube, what I've learned running my business and leading a team. And it also has a lot of what I've learned about processing grief and dealing with anxiety and depression, handling infertility and adoption, and all of these things that have been part of my life. I have realized over the last several years that sending snail mail is a big part of who I am because of the people who raised me, the people that I had in my family, and the desire for human connection that I have that has helped me through all the hard stuff in my life. It is so beautifully all brought together under snail mail. And so I wrote this book as a, pardon the pun, but as a love letter to snail mail, but also a lot of how I became the person that I am, who I am, what I love, what things are important to me, and all of that good stuff. So if you have enjoyed any of these videos that I have made, I think you will really like this book. I really do. The first print run, I am having some really nice full color versions printed. They're not cheap to print, which is why the cost is what it is for the pre-order. But I'm super proud of this book. It has an image on almost every page. It's full of images of my great-grandfather's vintage postcard collection of family letters from my grandparents and my friends. Just full of photos, full of beautiful things, and I think you'll really like it. I really believe that. If you don't want to get in on the pre-order, that is okay. It will still be available after release. A print copy will be available. There will also be a digital copy for $10 available in January, so hang tight for that. I just wanted to tell you because it's crazy, and I will link a few videos below, including the one where I talked about my great-grandfather's postcard collection for the first time, because when I made that video, I had just started writing the book, and it's just kind of crazy to see how far I've come. And I'm self-publishing a book. I wrote it, it's over 50,000 words. I designed it myself, I'm publishing it myself. I'm doing it all top to bottom, and your love and support has been the reason I've been able to get this far, and I thank you for continuing to support me. It is incredibly scary and vulnerable to put out a book that's this personal. but I really believe that sharing my story and using my voice is such an important part of being a healthy person for me and of helping other people feel less alone, which is what I always want. Every single time I turn on the camera, that is what I'm doing here. That's what I want for you. You are not alone. You are absolutely not. And I want you to feel that. So I hope that you'll take a look at the book. I hope you'll read it. I hope you'll enjoy it. And it would just mean the world to me. Really, it means so much. But now I'm gonna stop talking and open some mail because that's what we do here. Okay, I got a postcard. It says, "Dear Sarah, husband and I are in England last week, 2nd of October. We're now in the Headingley area of Leeds in Yorkshire. Friday spent at Royal Armoury. Saturday and Sunday sketches with Urban Sketchers Yorkshire. Great fun. Monday to James Harriet Country in Ersk. Saw the author's home and village. Today was glorious at Fountain Abbey. Move on to York on Friday. Yours, Kate." We have a postcard here. Edna O'Brien. It says, "Everything is hard before it is easy." A quote from, I can never say this word. We're gonna go. Pronunciation is hard. "Keep going, lady. You got this. Trooper." A postcard here. Pretty one. "Been waiting to find an occasion to send you a card. This is an outstanding CIA restaurant in San Antonio, and as I have had a chance to share wine and food with friends, I think of you as a friend too. So I hope to see you soon at a PSCS event. Pat." Thank you for writing to me. Got one here. As you know, I love a good lighthouse postcard. "Hi, Sarah. A nor'easter is slamming us today and tomorrow, so this lighthouse seems more relevant and needed than normal. Gonna dash to the mailbox before the next wave of rain slams us. Here's to more lighthouses in your life, Frank." That is from the delightful postcardist, Frank. And it also has a lighthouse stamp, which is delightful. Oh, and that's Grace Harbor, Washington. Oh, that's fun. Frank is on the short list of people who are going to get my book first, because I'm hoping to send him the copy and then talk to him about it on the Postcardist podcast. So stay tuned for that. One here. Man, when I finish this, I'm gonna have to remember how to edit videos. It's been a while. Dear Snail Mail Superstar, life is a journey that finds us intermingling with others on their own personal journeys. In that giant mixer that is our world, sometimes we find travel buddies to share part of our personal voyage with, or with whom we share a part of our personal voyage. Whenever I fasten my seatbelt low and snug across my lap, there's always that thought that for the small fraction in our lives, we will all have at least one thing in common, that for this given segment we travel together. We share 2 points in a line that meanders, splits, maybe sometimes intersects, and maybe even coincides. Whatever the form these interactions may take, there's always the potential for a gift of a memory that stays with us, no matter where our respective paths may lead. Some segments can have challenging terrain, places that are tricky to navigate, or places that afford some of the most amazing views. Sometimes we get lost. Sometimes we are very confident with our direction, but whatever the case may be, our journey is today. Our trip mates are here and now, and our experiences are happening even when we may be at rest. And everyone we meet is the possible gift of seeing them for who they are, where they are, and maybe even where they may be headed on their journey when we see them. Our paths in a way coincided. We shared part of our journeys, even when it turns out we may be headed to different flights upon landing. Thanks for sharing your journey in your cards, posts, snail mail, and more. I hope this finds all of you well. Magically, Jay. And then it says, "This isn't a final kind of letter, just thoughts that came when pen met paper. Love this Lamy pen." All right, we've got a bison postcard, which we also know that I love. "Hi, Sarah. Happy Halloween." Oh, I'm late. I guess it's not. We're only like a week past Halloween. Okay, so the other side of the postcard has nothing to do with Halloween, but it does have a bison, which I know you like. Maybe you have received this postcard before. I have not. This side has the Halloween greetings and a creepy postage stamp of the money plus a few other spooky items. Shell. Spooky. One here from Tejas. Hello and apologies, this isn't postmarked from Texas as I misplaced this card. Ugh. Anyway, wanted to let you know I'll be in Seattle from the 7th to 13th, so I may drop by the shop. Would love to meet you, Michaela. Very cool stamps. I love this tape. Got more lighthouses because I'm feeling lucky today. Hi Sarah, I'm so delighted for you that your Snail Mail Superstar book is almost ready for publication. You think up big ideas and follow through to complete them. You are indeed a superstar. Here are some lighthouses to keep shining their lights for you. It's really sweet. Cheers, Frank. And another lighthouse postage stamp. The best. From LaConner, Washington. Greetings from LaConner. We decided to escape the noise of the city and unplug from technology by renting a remote cabin on the Puget Sound for the weekend. No phones, no TV, no parents. So basically the premise of a slasher movie. I assure you we are safe and enjoying the quiet beauty of the woods and making s'mores over the campfire. Heather. One here. What is that? This is how you carve a pumpkin when you were from Racine. Ooh, a Danish bakery. That sounds amazing. Happy fall to everyone at Constellation & Co. from Trooper. Ooh, it's an Egyptian post box. Dear Snail Mail Superstar, just over 10.5 years ago, I found myself outside a massive library that faced the Mediterranean Sea. It took about 14 hours of flying, the fun coincidence of flying on an airplane I had actually worked on for one leg, to get to this spot. But through our wanderings, I found one. Here it is, a post box in Egypt. This one was taken in Alexandria, and I wanted to send it your way because your Mailbox Around the World series is so fantastic. Hope all is well. Magically, Jane. Egypt is one of my favorites. I am always looking for mailboxes that are not red or blue. Although red and blue is fun, a lot of them are red and blue, so it's kind of fun for my series to mix it up and find like yellow and green and other ones, so I like that one a lot. Got one here from Betsy. Has a quote on the back that says, "You got your own style, now let it come through, and remember, no matter what, you got to be you." Sebastian from The Little Mermaid. That's fun. Oh, pretty! This is a quilling card. Dear Sarah, not long time no snail mail. Ha ha. My husband brought me back some cards from San Diego, and this one reminded me of the shop and you. I haven't been as active on social media or the group as life has thrown me some bones or vertebrae the last 6 months, which has drained my time, energy, and wallet. I at least haven't stopped sending mail. Writing really is my self-care. All I can do is hope it gets better. I'm excited that my dad gifted our entire family a trip to Hawaii, Maui for Thanksgiving. I'm lucky and would otherwise not be able to ever afford to go with all my medical bills. I'm counting down. It says it is so hard not to buy cards and postcards. Haha. Proud of myself for making smart buys for what I really want. If I ever win the lotto, I'm buying 100 of everything from your store. I want it all. Hope you are well, Betsy. You feel better, Betsy. I have to find a place to put this. This is really beautiful. Newspaper clipping. Yeah. Out of the envelope. Wish you were here. John Vincent looks at the birth of the modern postcard, which first landed on British doormats 120 years ago next month. Dear Sarah, I've just returned from a 3-week trip to England. I occasionally got a newspaper. When I saw this article, I thought of you and your postcard collection. I hope you enjoy it. Again, best wishes on your new home. Hope to see you soon, Kate. That is really cool. Okay, I'm just gonna read it because you know what? This video is gonna be really long. We knew that. We're gonna go for it. Early last century, a businessman would make the daily trip to work, look at his in tray at 8:30 a.m., and then send a postcard to his wife telling her what time she could expect him home. Such an idea would be impossible and unnecessary today, and the obligatory sending of postcards, once the backdrop to millions of wish you were here holiday wishes, is considered hopelessly old-fashioned. Hopelessly old-fashioned is my middle name. The first country to publish the postcard was Austria in 1869, but it was not the first to conceive the idea, and what is thought to be the world's most valuable and oldest picture postcard was sent by Theodore Hook to himself in 1840. It was bought at the London Stamp Exchange auction in 2002 by Latvian collector Eugene Gomberg for £31,000. Wow. British cards, blank, printed on lilac paper and bearing an imprinted halfpenny stamp, appeared in 1870, but there were objections to the innovation, with some people feeling that Victorian sensibilities could be upset by offensive or damaging messages being sent into households unshielded by envelopes. By 1894, the post office bowed to public pressure and allowed the use of picture postcards. But the burgeoning postcard industry was still held back by restrictions on size and the fact that words had to be written on the same side as the picture, leaving the back for address and stamp. On November 1st, 1899, the post office finally relented, and for the first time, cards of the full Universal Postal Union size were allowed in Britain. This, together with the removal of the stipulation that messages had to be crammed on the same side as the picture, heralded the golden age of the postcard as the cheapest, most reliable, and quickest form of communication. It left publishers free to explore a vast range of new subject material and paved the way for one of the first collecting crazes of the century, known as deletology, a craze which hooked one Sheffield man. His collection of 10,000 cards capturing the changing face of the city from late Victorian times to the 1980s was assembled on average at the rate of one every 2 days over 50 years. Talk to me in 50 years. Let's see how many postcards I have. This unique haul, divided into 200 lots, has fetched £37,500 at the Sheffield Auction Gallery. The cards, meticulously catalogued in postcode order, covered transport, sport, politics, industry, entertainment, and advertising, among many other eclectic subjects, including cards of the 1921 Great Fire of Healy, in which all but the forages at the Sheaf Bank works were destroyed. Sheffield United's 1915 FA Cup winning team, and 1920s works trips aboard the charabancs of removal firm W. Caudle and Company. Other postcards, mainly from Asia, are offered at tenants on Friday. That's awesome. And that is an article from the Yorkshire Post on October 12th, 2019. Thank you, Kate, for sharing that with me. That is super fun. I love postal history. All right, and John has been sending so many letters, which is amazing. I missed hearing from him. Here is another. I am delighted. Some very cool letterhead you've got here. Dear Snail Mail Superstar, I love how the first few words on a new pen are always so awkward and scratchy, like clearing one's throat before a big speech or presentation. Maybe before speaking on a podcast. Do you do that? Is that a thing? Or before shooting a clip on a video. Did I mention I started making videos finally? Timing finally forced me to hit record and just start doing and learning. Funny how that works out, no? Do share them, please. I would love to watch. Oh yes, new pen. Let me elaborate. As per tradition, this first letter is heading your way because with the help of Beth, after our first concert of the season, she helped me take home Ye Old Sailor 1911S 4 a.m. Oh, that pen is so pretty. Oh, I wanted it so badly for myself, and I should probably buy more for the shop / myself. I am absolutely loving it. I've loaded it with my Saturn V ink to match its color. Funny how it came about after talking about clear pens last time I was in, but I suppose life works in mysterious ways like that. I hope you and the family are doing well, house stuff is going wonderfully, and that Halloween was spooky and fun. Magically, Jay. P.S. I shot the intro to our latest vid right after visiting the shop to burn off the excitement. # awkward introvert tendencies. I will go and hunt that down very quickly. Cannot wait. I love seeing people make videos. It is something I enjoy so much, and I love that other people are doing it as well. I know I've certainly not invented it, happening far before I did, but I've got a few friends who have been encouraging to make videos and to try it, and I enjoy watching it very much. All right, I have two things here that I've been waiting to open until I could open them with you. This one comes from the world's smallest post service. I backed their Kickstarter, and I'm super excited to see what they sent. World's smallest post service certificate, good for sending one tiny letter or package, prepaid. We'll certainly be using that. And then we have a really cute envelope here, a little sticker. World's smallest post service. We have a patch, adorable. Some incredible little faux postage stamps. So fun. And it says a big thank you for supporting whimsy and magic in the world. Please visit us in Oakland. Yours truly, Leah. I will link down below to leafcutterdesigns.com, which is Leah's website, and you can see more of her fun things. Love it. very much. All right. I will say, anyone who's been sending me confetti and things, it's ending up in the bottom of my mailbox. Funny, funny. We have a nice big one here. Great. Oh my goodness. Okay, I finally got my hands on this beauty. The Letters Mag. Looks like on the back. Oh my goodness. Oh, Agnes. Beautiful postcards on the inside. And it says, Sara, here's to finding and exploring all the many ways to say I love you. Sending peace and new words, Agnes. P.S. I went to high school in Issaquah. My regards to Seattle. This is so cool. And it says, Letters Mag is a collection of 26 expressions of love from around the world. They are written to and from the people who matter most in our lives. Friends, lovers, exes, strangers, mothers, fathers, and our own selves. Writing down deeper feelings through love letters is both healing for the self and uplifting to others in a non-paper, digital savvy world. Anyone can write a love letter. Everyone can tell a story. Everyone can love and be loved. All it takes is the time to express it. And the letter from the editor is like an actual envelope. Oh, I love this so much. So good. So good. Oh, this is so beautiful. I cannot wait to read all of the letters. Oh my goodness. And if you would like to follow them, you can go to lettersmag.wordpress.com. I will put that in the description box below. And follow at Agnes on Duty and at Letters Mag. I am very, very glad to have one of these in my collection. So delightful. It has been so nice to be back here in front of the camera talking to you. I have missed you guys, and I'm hoping to be able to dive in more often to make videos. I am getting ready to embark on a very special trip. Two of my dear friends are buying a house in Amsterdam, and they offered to fly me out to help them move and decorate and buy plants, and I'm so incredibly humbled and thrilled. This is my first time leaving the North American continent, and I just can't even, I can't even tell you how excited I am to see them and to see their home and to see this incredible city and to see the beautiful orange post boxes. I cannot wait. I have pre-addressed about 75 postcards to send while I'm there. So if you have written me a letter in the last year or so, I will likely be sending you one. I'm very, very excited to send that much snail mail from a beautiful new place, with beautiful new stamps in this big adventure, share it with you. So lots of big things coming on. I'm sure I'll be trying to capture as much video as I can to share that trip with you. Like I said, the rest of my year is crazy. Life is like that, but I'm hoping, I'm hoping to get to share as much of it with you as I can. And again, thank you for watching. Thank you for writing to me. Thank you for pre-ordering my book. Please, thank you. And I love you guys, and I'll see you soon. Send snail mail.
Snail Superstar.
Blah 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 blah. Because it's my book. Ah, it's so crazy. Original or the I love it. I'm gonna put these on the floor. Okay. I forgot my letter opening sword. Unplug, plug. And this is just an empty envelope that I don't know how it ended up in here. Okay, awesome. Okay, I'm just gonna sit here and read this. Editing Sarah's gonna have to deal with it. Oh boy. I will link down below. Oh my god, it's terrible. This